Hey Scorpio, Dark Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your May 15th through the 31st, so mid-May read for 2020. Again, I hope you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful and staying safe. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. So again, general read on love for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So again, keep in mind it's general. If you want a private read, the information is below. You can get one of those ordered for your situation in particular. Okay. Again, any likes, subscribes are greatly appreciated. And comment, let me know what you think down below. All right, let's see what is going on. Make sure you check your other signs as well, too, as some months those may resonate with you as well. Scorpio, what is going on for the rest of May for you guys? All right, I'm going to pull your theme of the month card, and then we will get started. Also, I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot deck for the 10-card spread. Any of the other cards that I use can be found in the About section on my channel. That includes for private readings, and any other reads I have done. All right, so you have the Emperor as your theme of the month card. This definitely tells me, Scorpio, this feels like this is who you're looking for. This could also be a reflection of who you're representing right now, as far as feeling kind of on top of the world, feeling very traditional, feeling like the Emperor is somebody who has their mindset and nobody's going to change it, right? This is somebody who has goals, knows where they're going. So they are telling me all of a sudden, like, cleaned up a mess. Maybe you cleaned up some mess recently, Scorpio. You cut somebody off. You cut energies off and said, you know, I'm done with this. I'm not, moving any further with this. Or, maybe you guys have had some sort of closure or an opposite, and maybe you're communicating and things are going well. There's some sort of traditionality here or almost kingmanship, that somebody's being like the bigger person and finally coming around and saying, I'm sorry, this has been kind of a crappy situation. What can we do to rectify? Now, the Emperor also represents Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries or have Aries in your chart. But again, Emperor is a very good place to kind of finish off the month. It's just very strong. It's a very high vibrational type energy, knowing where you're going, knowing what you want. No games, no hidden demands. This is kind of cut and dry. What you see is what you get, and how you treat me and how I treat you is a reflection of both, right? So if you treat me like crap, don't expect much from me. But if you treat me the way I deserve, then expect it to be reciprocated that way. Now, interesting here, you have the Feminine, okay? And this is basically saying, take the time you need to meditate, thinking about things. Often the feminine or the masculine in this oracle deck talks about confiding or talking to a feminine energy or a masculine energy. But this right here is talking about works of art almost coming up, or projects that you're thinking about embarking on. This is very much stating, this is kind of the standard of where you're holding yourself to this Emperor energy. Basically, I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve. I've done that for long enough, and I won't continue. The next card you have is your current position coming into the month, or coming into the end of the month. And you have the Tower card. Very interesting. Scorpio, you've been through a lot lately, like a lot, like a shit ton lot, because the Tower is the dissolution of something, okay? A destruction, a downfall of something. But there's a foundation there. The foundation is you. The foundation is you getting up every day, facing the world, whether things have been working out for you, not been working out for you. You're not talking to your ex, you are talking to your ex, you're talking to someone. You get my point. The Tower burns down to a point of, we have to rebuild everything from the ground up. But why, Scorpio, do I feel as though you're not disappointed in this? That you're not going, this is awful, I hate my life, it'll never work out. This is more of a, kind of screw everybody. I can take care of this. You can burn, but I can rise from the ashes. The next card you have is how you're feeling. Yes. See, this is how you're feeling throughout the end of the month. And you have the Star card. And the Star card is beautiful. Okay, the Star card is faith. The Star card is inspiration. It's hope. It's everything. It's an embodiment of where you can be. It's that cliche saying of you shoot for the moon, but even if you miss, you land among the stars. Yes, yes, Dark Dove is back to cliche sayings. When have I ever left? But seriously, the star is this inspiration, motivational, and it's like you've had to dig from within. This is a symbol of hope that reminds us, of the good in the world, of the promise of a better tomorrow, a better tomorrow. It reminds me of when we had the earthquake here, okay, where I'm at, and some of you may have seen the video or not, and we had an earthquake, back in March, I think. And I've never been in an earthquake before. I know that we had one like 20 years ago here, but it was pretty shaken up. And my dad calls that morning because he's out and has a place in Vegas and travels around and whatnot. And he calls me and he says, "Hey, I heard you woke up with a little shaking." And I'm thinking, yeah, thanks, Dad. And that's just my dad's personality, right? He'll text me. I accidentally hit a squirrel one time and I felt worse than I've ever felt in my life, and he texted me pictures of squirrels for like a day straight. That's just his humor to kind of try and get over it. But what it reminds me of is we had that earthquake and I was pretty shaken up, and my son was shaken up, and my sister was calling to make sure we were okay because they live in a different state. And my dad calls me and he says, "Hey, I heard you had a rocky morning, shaky morning." And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, here we go." And he says, "Well, just think, your day can't get any worse. It can only go up from here." And that's exactly what I feel like here. And some of you, I feel like, want to laugh or cry or whatever when I talk about that, but it is. There's nowhere to go but up. It's almost as if I've hit this rock bottom. Scorpio, you're going, I've hit this moment of, this sucks. And this is crappy. This is not where I pictured us or where I pictured this to go. But for the first time in a long time, and maybe you've been building up to it, this too shall pass, that the best is yet to come. The next card you have is your distant past, or the past few months, could be for the past 5-10 years, and you have the 10 of Wands, a burden that is something you need to release, a responsibility, a first completion. The universe is almost applauding you with this 10 of Wands because whatever burden has been holding you back, Scorpio, you are choosing to start to release that. You are choosing to start to remove that burden from your shoulders, let it go, release the responsibility. It's almost as though you feel like you owe somebody. For some of you, they're saying that you're waiting for this person to come back around. Not come back around because you're like, "Oh, I needed it," but like you're trying to give them the opportunity to do the right thing or to be the bigger person or to, redeem themselves. And the universe is saying, look, if you're tired of waiting and holding that burden of hoping that they step up to be the person that you knew that they could be, and then they shock the shit out of you and this tower moment has happened, you may be waiting for a long time. Again, it's not a waiting like you're sitting around like, "Whoa, it's me, I'm waiting for them." It's more of I want some sort of closure on this. I didn't expect this from this person. I expected better. For some of you, this was a shocking moment, a shocking revelation, a shocking realization, and you're having a hard time understanding how you can move past that without the closure you may need or without hearing it from their side. And then I have this picture of this person who's really trying to get your attention, and you have no interest. You're releasing that burden. You're saying, "No, I have no interest, no energy to this. Is a completion for me. This is a there. I realized the tower." And it's almost as if some of you are going, "I realized the tower too late. This happened and it didn't sink in, and now it's sinking into, why the hell would I let somebody stick around in my life who treated me like that, or who did me like that, or who doesn't deserve that space?" Okay, somebody who sucked your vibration and drained your energy, and now the universe is saying, "Okay, it's okay to let it go if that's what you need to do." Now, cross watchers, this can be reversed, and I hate the fact I have to say this, but lately cross watchers have been a little vicious on my channel towards the sign I'm reading for. This is their read, and it can be completely reversed. Keep that in mind. The next card you have is your immediate past, or the past 2 weeks, past month or two, and you have the Devil. Okay, now the Devil is Capricorn's card, so you could be clearly dealing with Capricorn or have Capricorn in your charts. But no, this is something, it's almost as if it's like the never-ending story, okay? Because one minute there was cheating or something, and you guys decide you'll kind of get back through that, or you'll figure it out. Or you found out there was drug abuse or alcoholism or pill popping or whatever, or sex addiction, whatever it is, some sort of toxicity here. and you worked through it and you thought you were going to be good. And then maybe you work through another issue. And so it was almost as if a collective, like, we will stick together with each other on this, and I will stick by your side, and I will believe what you say, and I will give it another chance. And then bam, the tower moment. Either it's a realization that you know that it's never going to change and you need to end this cycle right now. For now, I'm not saying that it means that you will end the cycle completely forever. I'm just saying for now, it may be there. Now, who knows? It could be that you end the cycle and that is what is needed to pull away from the toxicity. Now, this could even just be codependence. It could be fighting. It could be abuse, whatever it is. But the devil is saying, look, there's something toxic here. For a majority of you, it's going to be something that you possibly could have worked out. However, it seems like it happened more than once. They're telling me 2-3 times. Like, third time's the charm, and that's when you go, nope, cut this off, like, I'm done. So whatever this toxicity is showed its ugly head or reared its ugly head again, and you had a tower moment where you went, unless I completely let this burn to the ground, and unless I completely take control, and unless I show up as the emperor and say, no, I know what I'm worthy of, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm headed, and I know what I deserve. And this is not what I'm looking for. So this is in the past. There may be, we may find that there's going to be some regrowth for the future. But right now, the devil is saying, this is what you've been facing. This is what you've been dealing with. And you're done dancing with the devil. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few months, see, this is where it kind of changes a little bit. You have the Queen of Cups. This is you. The Queen of Cups is very much somebody who is not giving up any information they don't need to. So you're not posting your next relationship on Facebook. You're not posting that you're dating. You're not posting on Instagram, on every place you've eaten this week or whatever. This is mom. Mom's the word. The Queen of Cups is somebody who knows their self-worth and knows that they're worth, the effort of somebody working toward that. And right now, Scorpio, it is in this other person's hands down. Now, some of you may say, oh, Dark Dove, I haven't heard from them. They don't talk to me. They ghost me. But that doesn't mean that you won't, because that grass is greener situation may not have worked, or what they thought they were moving on to didn't work. There's somebody out there who has big regrets. They know it. I know it. And I think for deep down, a lot of you know it as well. But what can you do? All you can do is be you and release the toxicity right now and go kind of, again, like I said, mom's the word. Don't feed a fire that doesn't need to be fed if somebody's not putting the wood into it. So if you're putting your own wood into your fire and feeding it in hopes that they're going to pay attention, or in hopes that they're going to understand what it is you need, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. This is saying, if they're interested in coming back, if they're interested in making the effort, they're going to need to work for it. And this is you not jumping out and saying, this is what I need, or this is what I want, or no, you've been there, you've done that, we played this game. You're not on that merry-go-round anymore. You don't need to be. The next card you have is your immediate future, so throughout the end of May, and you have the Four of Pentacles. This is where you're starting to cut off, and this is where they're starting to get nervous. Tower moments happening, the devil coming in. The Four of Pentacles is a poverty, a possessiveness. I am not going to give you any of my coins, any of my heart chakra, anything, because I don't trust you. There's a break in trust here. There is a lost insecurity in this entire foundation, in this entire building, and now you have a foundation for you that's solid, but not you and them that's solid, if that makes sense. How do you bring this back together and have a solid foundation together? Or can you have that happen? Right now, you're in that stage of, not quite sure that you can trust or feel willing to put your heart on your sleeve again with this person. The next card you have is Temperance, which is Sagittarius' card. It's you could have Sag places or be dealing with a Sagittarius, but this is patience, this is moderation and balance. The interesting thing about Temperance is shown up in like 3 or 4 reads. So I don't know if it's a Sagittarius thing that Sag just kind of, been on people's minds, or more just a balancing act that people have been having to pay attention to. Because again, this is patience, balance, moderation. This is saying, okay, I need to be very careful. I was telling another sign, this is very much a light switch type energy where If somebody contacts you from the past and you want to deal with them, you will. And if you don't, you won't. It's like turning light on and off. Right now, it feels as though, if the drama starts coming in, your balance will be thrown off. So you're not willing to sacrifice your balance. And for some of you, it's like you're hanging by this foundation and you're refusing to let anything crack that. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the rest of the month. And you have the Lover's card. Ooh, Gemini's card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. Gemini also had this card that I was talking about as well. But you could be dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini placements in your chart. But the Lover's card, this is how you're feeling towards the end of the month. So the end of the month, you still want love. Now, I'm not saying you're running out and trying to meet new people and you're not running towards the past. But this is saying there is still a connection here with somebody old. Could be you wanting to just build a new connection. The thing about the Lovers here and the star next to the tower, I don't see this necessarily being the solid rock bottom end, Scorpio, with this person. However, there are many things to get over, many things that you have seen that you're just not willing to put yourself through sacrificing again. That's why, like I said, Mom's the word. Queen of Cups. She's only got one cup. And this cup may be for this past person, or it may be for somebody new coming in. I feel like for a lot of you, it's this past person that you haven't gotten complete closure with. But you're going to be very careful with when and how you put your heart back out there, or you put your emotions back out there. But if you tell me that, that you don't care about them, or you have no connection to them, or you want nothing to do with them, and you don't want, then you can say that all day long. But you have the Lover's card here, which begs to differ. The next card you have is the Six of Wands. This is how you're feeling for your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. This is kind of, what you're hoping for. The Six of Wands is it's not sex. It's success. It's achievement. It's pride. It's feeling good in all aspects. All you're looking for right now is to find a balanced place to be in life. Work, life, home, life, love, life, all of that in balance. Now, easier said than done. It's hard to keep all of those balanced. But here is basically, saying, I still believe in all of it. I still believe that I will be successful in love, whether it's new or whether it's old. I do believe that I will be successful and have pride and achieve great successes in work and other things. So just keep that momentum going, Scorpio, and knowing that you can and you will achieve that. Now, your outcome card is the Ten of Cups, which is peace, joy, family. The peace, joy, family aspect here, what is it that you're waiting for on this person? Because it feels like the holdup is on them. Did they cheat? Did they lie? Are they afraid of commitment? Do they have commitment issues? Do they have substance abuse issues? There's something here, because this and this don't feel necessarily brand new. There's nothing here that's showing up like a new energy, like the Ace of Cups, new. You have faith. It's almost as if you have faith in somebody in particular, or you have faith that this is going to work out. But maybe you needed to have this tower moment. Maybe you needed to cut them out. Maybe you needed to withdraw from the toxicity in order to get this, because your outcome is joy, peace, family, love coming through, big things, good things coming towards you. And again, it does feel like an old energy may be a possibility. Now you have the Magician here saying that you can manifest whatever you want. So whatever you want, Scorpio, is what you can manifest. Is what you can manifest coming towards you. Okay. And the Magician card is literally saying, this is connections. This is, versatility. This is, a plethora of opportunities to have what you want and to really bring forth what it is you want in life. So if you do want to reconcile, maybe that the timing's not right. Or if you do want to find someone else, it may be that the time is not right. However, a lot of you may be making a decision between new and old, because now you have the Two of Swords coming out. The Two of Swords is a decision that must be made. This is a decision that cannot be, this is a decision that cannot be taken lightly, but it also cannot be ignored. This isn't going away. And for some of you, you may be like, well, Dark Dove, they're not talking to me. I don't talk to them, whatever. And that may just be that you need to get closure. And somebody said recently on one of my videos, like, how do I get closure? I've lit a candle and tried to get closure over and over and over and over and over. But it's a mindset too. You have to, if you're going to, and you don't have to do anything. This is all entertainment purposes. Do what you want. But in order to get closure, it's sticking with it. It's understanding that closure is closure. Closure is not, I'm not going to think about this and I'm not going to feed this any more energy, and then tomorrow the first thing you do is wake up and think about them. Now, easier said than done. Shit, I've been through that, where you've been in a relationship and you wake up the next day, that's all you think about, and you've broken up and you can't get them off your mind. Like, trust me. But it's a conscious effort of deciding not to go back there, or deciding not to give that up. All right, so a lot of you are veering towards new. Maybe this is just something you've realized, this Tower moment and the Devil, that this is something that you just won't be able to reincarnate, because there's a lot of conflicting energies going on here, which tells me conflicted in two different directions, and you're probably like, duh. But at the same time, there may be conflicting in two people, and it doesn't even have to be love. It could be conflicting between, your ex and family, or your ex and kids, or there could be other conflicts going on. But the Two of Swords is a decision that needs to be made because it's not going anywhere. Now you have the Ten of Swords, which is a tragedy, a loss, an ending of some sort. So there definitely is an ending for right now, Scorpio. I feel as though you're going to have this ending. It's going to be tragic. There might be some drama in it, but you're going to stand your ground. You're going to say, no, I'm not going back to this. I can't do this again. There's too much toxicity for me in it. I want this joy, this peace. Because you have this joy, this peace card 2 times, which means that you could have this with this person. But right now, I feel like you're focused on your own peace, your own family. It's almost an escapism, that you're escaping something. That some of you are going, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time. But you're still playing the heart and head, trying to figure out what's healthy. And this person is still contacting you, and they really do miss you. They really do want you back. That's what's pulling you back. That's what's pulling you in, this passion. Don't get caught up with the lovers. Don't get caught up with we can get together and have sex, or we can get together and I love you, I miss you. But there's nothing backing it. There's no backbone to it. So how does that work if there's no backbone? And when I say that, you have the Five of Swords here, and the Five of Swords is a Pyrrhic victory. So the Pyrrhic victory is, hey, they're telling you, I love you, I miss you, I want you back. And every time you take them back, or every time you guys discuss it, nothing ever comes from it. And maybe that was your aha Tower moment, where you went, fuck, this isn't changing. What is going on? This is not changing. It's never going to change. Now, I'm not saying I couldn't possibly come back, but I do. This is starting to really feel like they feed you a bunch of BS. And you've realized now with this Magician that you're in control of whether you go back or whether you don't. And you need to make a decision. But the Ten of Swords is saying there's some sort of ending coming here. And I think it's sparked by this Five of Swords, where they tell you what they think you want to hear, and then nothing comes of it. The Five of Swords is a Pyrrhic victory. It's a defeat. It's a dishonor. This person has done this to you before. It's a repetitive cycle. So Scorpio, the interesting thing is, it's almost as if they love you to death. I know that sounds weird, but this person is like, till death do us part, I'll love you for the rest of my life. And yet, what are they busy doing? Is it substance abuse? Are they busy off having affairs? Are they wanting to live their life, but then they want to come back to you whenever it's convenient? This person is definitely committed to committing to you, but not really committing. Does that make sense? Now, the next card you have, or the final card, is the Sun, which is solutions, clarity, solutions, clarity. The fog has lifted. You see things clearly. And I think this is what you've needed, or you would be, gosh, Scorpio, they're telling me for some of you, you would be in a dark place if you continued this type of situation. This person is in a dark place without you. Don't let them sink you. That's exactly what this is, Scorpio. This person is in a dark place without you. Whatever it is, and they're trying to drag you down there. They love you. And the thing is, they love you. But they're loving you the best way they know how right now, and that's not good enough. So, don't let them drag you into this dark place, because they really are in a dark place without you. But there's other things involved here that you have no control over, that I think you've already tried to maybe converse with them about, and you just can't. There's nothing you can do right now. It's up to them. It's up to them to heal. It's up to them to, and it doesn't have to be something tragic like, they're going to rehab, or it could just be fighting, or they have personal issues. They have family issues. They have, issues from younger times when they were abused or abandonment, whatever it is. They can't come clean with themselves. They can't be the best that they can be right now. So how can they do that for you? And the thing to remember, Scorpio, though, is that they're in a dark place without you because you are such a light for them. It's not that they don't love you. Very dearly, they're telling you that this person loves you, but they're loving you in the only way they know how. And for a lot of you, that's not good enough right now. So, finalizing your read right now is the plenty card, okay? And this is being content with what you have, okay? And basically sharing what you can with others, but keep in mind that's with a somebody who is sharing with people. It's this Queen of Cups, sharing that cup with people who are deserving, sharing that cup with people who fill your cup and not try and empty your cup, okay? All right, Scorpio. Oh my gosh. You guys have got me all over the place. All right, Scorpio. I will see you next month. Bye.